Hello everyone, welcome back to STEM with Chantel.
All right, we're now at the Weisenberger Mill in Midway, Kentucky. This is a water-powered flour mill that was originally built in 1865. The current version was built in 1913, and my company put in Kentucky's first small hydroelectric facility in 1989 here. We later went back in 2014 or 2015 and installed the first variable speed generator at a hydroelectric plant in the United States here at the Weisenberger Mill. It was a grant from the federal government, from the Department of Energy, to demonstrate this new variable speed technology. Right in here, we have a setup that is very similar to what we had out at the Mother Ann Lee plant. And what I say that is very similar is it's all the same components, it's just on a smaller scale. This is a 50 kilowatt situation as opposed to Mother Ann Lee plant, which was a 2.2 megawatts, so that's 2,200 kilowatts, and this is 50 kilowatts. So it's a smaller scale. We're on South Elkhorn Creek here as opposed to the Kentucky River. So, but it's the same setup, just on a smaller scale. So what we have is up here at that top, we have a generator. Out at the Mother Ann Lee plant, it was a synchronous generator, but this is called a permanent magnet generator. We do not have the exciter because there are magnets in here, permanent magnets inside the rotor, so it's always magnetized. We don't have to use electromagnets here. This is a new technology. Very similar technology to what the wind industry is using. Then, as we had at the Mother Ann Lee plant, right below the generator we have the thrust bearing. This is holding the weight of the propeller and the shaft. Everything is coming off of that thrust bearing, which is right inside of that blue cylinder. We have off to the side, we have the actuator shaft. If you remember out at Mother Ann Lee, it was very large. Here it's a much smaller shaft. That shaft goes down to the turbine and opens and closes the gates, just like at Mother Ann Lee. Here we have, instead of the big governor, we have an actuator that is built that just runs on a DC motor. Doing the exact same thing, just on a smaller scale. The one big difference here is that what we're making here is variable frequency electricity, variable speed, which means we can slow this turbine down to keep it always at an optimum speed. This is something that's new, and it can't be done at almost every hydroelectric plant in the United States. But we can do it here. So at the Mother Ann Lee plant, like all the other hydroelectric plants, once we start losing our differential, the plant shuts down because it loses its efficiency. But here, when the water comes up, we can continue to operate because of the variable speed drive. This is the variable speed drive right here. It converts variable frequency, variable speed AC power into DC power, and then like at a solar electric plant, it has an inverter which converts that DC power back into 60 cycle regular electricity like we use every day. That is done in this box. The power then goes through our controls over here. Very similar controls to what we had at the Mother Ann Lee plant, only here it's on a much smaller scale, but we're only controlling one unit, and it's a much smaller unit. The big breakers that we had out at Mother Ann Lee, it's all replaced by the one small breaker up there, the white box up there. But the power goes from here out, and it powers the Weisenberger Mill. It's the last water-powered flour mill in this region. Last one in the state and in this entire region. So it's a very special place here.
Thank you for tuning in for the STEM with Chantel.
Here at the Jessamine County Public Library.
Be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share this video so you can be aware of the next time we upload. Thank you.